All right. So, ENTP on INFJ. I can't do responses on all the types. I don't really know enough about them. I know a few that I'm quite, let's say, more or less sure of. Even just like my type, ENTP. I really struggled to find whether I am indeed ENTP or not. And like, for example, Kate from Type Match, I actually thought maybe I'm an ESTP. And then, nah, ENTP. And I can't tell you the reasons now, I just can't remember them right now. I'm still processing it, but 99% I'm an ENTP, seriously. Anyway, so my take on an INFJ, because I watched another video where a person was discussing her views on all different types and discussing it in terms of her friends. This was an ENTJ on INFJs, how she loved them and la 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 la. I have a friend who's an INFJ. And before I say anything, it must be clear, this is one of my most trusted people in my life. Due to the circumstances, she is one of the most trusted persons. And it's true, I will never ever suspect her of, for example, stealing from my house. She's got the keys to my house. If I, let's say, leave, she can come in, take care of my cat. You know, I even let her stay here. I'm not worried about hiding cash, nothing like that. I know nothing will disappear. So that is not an issue. But what I heard, that, you know, this whole thing with trust. Well, that's the thing. I don't trust her. There's nothing to distrust. But what about trust of an ENTP? We're talking here of a friend of my late wife. As she passed away, I'm 99% sure she was an INTJ. Never took a test, but that's just, you know, based on what I see and everything else. She was the most important person in my life. You know, she was my life. She was my home. She, not the place. And she made my home. But the INFJ. So I met this person after my wife passed away. I knew her a little bit before, but, you know, they were good friends. Why I don't trust her. And if you're watching this, I told you this shit before. I've got no problem saying this to your face. I guess that's an ENTP thing. If not, let me know. Yeah? But why I don't trust her? And it's a different type of trust than giving the keys to my house, just to be clear. So that's why I mentioned that. I wanted, in my process of grieving, to have something to focus on, to you know, find reasons to go on. So I make my own reasons. I make my own little, you know, let's call them story points of my life that I want to complete, to have some sense of purpose, or at least a direction. So I was like telling her about all the shit I wanted to do. And yes, I want that. I'm like, great, fantastic. I got a partner in crime. Lovely. That's why I had my wife. She was not very active. I don't know if it's an INTJ thing or not. Not very active. But, I mean, like outdoorsy, yes? I enjoy indoors. I do. But if I stay too long, that's a prison. So I was all about traveling. Like, my dream of traveling is, I want an autonomous, that's my dream for the future, yeah? An autonomous bus, truck, whatever, which I convert to a home. It doesn't even have a cabin. I just control it from my whatever device. I sit at the front in a fucking U-shaped sofa with a table. I can, you know, can be going slow. I open up the front windscreen, let's say, yeah. I get the breeze. Imagine going, let's say, some nice southern location, sunshine, and you're sipping your coffee. Maybe you're having a Teams meeting, or because I do two things. I'm a automation tester, and I do some small programming for that. Nothing hectic, and so I can be doing that or teaching English, which is another thing, and I can be doing that, no problem, right? So anyway, so I see myself, and it's like I don't want to travel, drive for 8 hours or whatever amount of time, even 4, and then I go to still work. No, I want to do my work while the machine is moving by itself. And when I stop, it's my break time. I stop in a beautiful scenario, scene from a movie, right? You just pause somewhere. You stay as long as you want, or until somebody tells you to just get the hell out of there. You are in your home. Yeah, you pull out the solar panels, you let the damn thing charge as much as possible. Maybe you have like an onboard generator that's also running reasonably quietly, hopefully, while the thing is running. And then when standing, you have just silence, and you've got beautiful window area. So I sell these kind of ideas. They're like, yes, 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 yes. Except what? The person's not prepared to do any of that. None of that. They even say yes to the things that are impossible for them. For example, this person suffers from, I suppose, agoraphobia, like fear of open spaces, and too many people. Basically, overstimulation in terms of all the sensory just gives a panic attacks. Now, today this would work because I always want to see New York. Yes, I'm like, listen, you can't even make it past the entrance of IKEA. Back then New York was not the New York that we're seeing now, depopulated and whatever, yeah, but 2020, end of 2020, right? The apocalypse. Anyway, so, it's like, or like motorbiking through Europe, or even like going to India, buying a fucking, one of these lovely Royal Enfields, right? And just traveling back on that thing. Like, yes, that's great. First of all, I didn't know that at the time, but she's got no mechanical skill, no motor skill, clumsy as fuck. And when she gets a panic attack, her body stops responding. So guess what? A motorbike is just not an option, right? The sound of a number of hours, because it's a bike, right? It's loud, it's stimulating. She couldn't take it. Doesn't matter. Yes, everything is yes, and then everything is no. When the rubber meets the road, is no. Guess what? I don't trust that. I don't fucking trust that in an INFJ. Another thing which I fucking hate in an INFJ, she's a fucking sponge. Yeah, a wonderful sponge for emotions. La 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 la. Fuck emotions. Seriously. Can't fucking stand it. I am oversaturated. Not saturated, I'm like fucking overflowing with that shit from her. She's needy. And that is a fucking INFJ thing, as far as I can tell. Needy, I want more, and they fucking hook into you. They're fucking like leeches. I can't stand that. Leeches, for some people, are good. Yeah? You need to cleanse your blood or some shit. Okay, get yourself some leeches. Yes. Not for me. Fuck you, leeches. Seriously. It's like, and they just take and take and take, and they don't give. And when they give a small thing, they do it, it's one for one. They see a giving thing as an event, not an effort you put into it. So when I did shit for her, like big shit, especially in a difficult moment of my life after my wife died, okay, she just expected it. It's normal, right? And it's just one event. She doesn't even give back in terms of one events, but the amount of effort I put into some of the shit, it's like, it's the one event. And then when I tell her this, She wants to tell me how much she appreciates it, but she doesn't appreciate it. She doesn't fucking appreciate it. She wants me to feel that she validates my feelings. Fuck feelings. Fuck validation. I want reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? I want fucking equal terms partnership. She's not my chick. And she also, I think she feels that. Clingy and shit. Sorry, not a deal. Yeah? I'm a very, weird person with that anyway. I'm into the lifestyle, let's say. Dominant. But that's another issue. And she's got plenty of things which would seem to be right for an ENTP. But she is too needy, too grabby, too slimy for me. And the worst, I have a problem organizing my fucking place. I'm messy. I procrastinate. I have real issues with that. I'm fighting these as much as I can. She moved in here to help me handle being alone and things like that. She also had problems of her own, so, it worked out fine, yeah? Like I say, separate beds, okay? Just to be clear. I want to be very clear. Anyway, so, with her, this place was worse than without. A female moving in to help a man who just lost his wife, right? I can't treat her like a sister. And this place looks like a fucking pigsty. I mean, stuff. I'm like I say, I can be a real messy kind of person, yeah. But this was disgusting to me. This was like seriously fucking sick. When somebody else, I was ashamed to let anybody into the fucking place. All right? A courier at the fucking door. I don't want to let a courier in. I had inspection that I had to inspect because there's building inspection and so on to check the ventilation and we got a gas installation, so they have to check the gas installations once a year thing. Must be done. I was ashamed to let those guys in to do the fucking inspection. We're not talking panties on the floor, okay? By her bed. That they will see. We're talking fucking used tampon that can be lying somewhere. That kind of shit. And you don't see it because of all the other shit. If you're watching this, you know who you are. You know I fucking hate it. And I will fucking point it out every time. Can't stand it. And in terms of me needing a partner, I've done enough pulling in my life. I'm not a fucking donkey to pull your cart. Pull your own fucking cart. INFJ, pull your own fucking cart. I'm not here to pull your cart. If you want to be a partner to somebody like me, like a friend partner, I'm not even talking about, anything else. You pull your own fucking cart. If you are not strong, I'll gladly help you. I'll pull you along. You need even support. I'll fucking do it. I'm glad to do it. I like doing it. But I'm not here to do your fucking work for you if you don't want to do your fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't trust an INFJ. And talking. Yeah, they just sponge off information from you. And then they create a fucking story that suits your narrative. That's also not honest. They may believe it's honest. And I'm saying they, based on all of the facts that I've gathered over the last couple of years, watching the MBTI people, and maybe I'm getting things wrong, but really I think I've got enough of a handle on this particular type to kind of see it as a general issue. All right, you pull your own fucking weight. I'm not here to do it for you. To be a partner, you need to have the means. To have the means, you gotta have a fucking job that gives you the means. You know what I mean? So we're talking about a person who wants to fill your fantasy or fill your emotions that they feel flowing from you that you need. I don't need fucking emotions. I need experiences. I need actual fucking doing, not just fantasizing. I fantasize enough on my own. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to help me achieve these things. I want somebody to come and say, okay, fucking cool idea. I like it. Let's roll with it. I'm going to, on my end, these are the things I'm going to do so we can realize the common concept. We want to travel? That's going to be tough. Individually, we might not have the means, but if we pull them together, maybe we can arrange it in such a way that we can both handle it. Yeah? You got your end of the bus, I got my end of the bus, for example. Yeah, so we don't get in each other's way all the time, right? Because we're gonna fucking rip our heads off otherwise, and a common area we can just fucking hang out and have fun. And if we need separate time, we got our own fucking separate places. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah. And then this person kind of helps me with that. Or let's get bikes, and then we arrange it with bikes. So let's get fuck bikes. Bikes are not practical. Let's get cars. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's a person who not only takes the ideas, a bounce of them, but they actually take them a little bit further, or at least they make me also accountable for these ideas and actually go with them to develop these things. As is, I got my own shit, my own baggage, I got my own crap, and I got to deal with the INFJ's crap. Fuck you for putting it on me. Seriously. I don't need that shit. And then discussion. Yeah? What happens in the discussion? Discussion looks like this. Oh, you should know what had happened to me this day. And blah, blah, blah. Complaining about everybody around. I'm like, I don't need your fucking negativity. Where's the positive stuff? Fucking lift me up. Don't drag me down in your bullshit. I want to hear fucking about Anne, Mary, and Sue again doing their shit. You know what I'm saying? Why would I give a fuck? Or the way she gets involved with problems of other people. I'm like, why the fuck do you get involved? Where is this affecting your life? What about your life? What about your kids? What about, other shit? You know what I'm saying? Going kind of to the future, not just the past. And especially about people that are just inconsequential to your life. What the fuck? Really? So that's my take on an INFJ. We're supposed to be like this, And it seemed that way at the beginning, especially the INFJ, kind of smooths along to your concept. They align themselves with the idea. But they're not good partners for somebody like me. I just don't see it. I just don't fucking see it. They're dead weight. They're dead weight and dishonest in their approach. I can trust this person 100%, but not on an emotional level. I don't trust their fucking emotions. I don't trust their emotions. I don't trust their motives. Yeah, the motivations maybe rather. I just don't fucking trust them. I'm not particularly good with going forward, but I do go forward. I am able to change my life. Personally, I've done that. I have changed completely the nature of my work. After 15 years of teaching, I transitioned to test automation. Well, my first manual testing, and now test automation. To do that, you must understand, I reached the top of my possible, of all the possibilities in my particular career. Here I am. I just couldn't go any higher. That was the limit. And I was just bouncing off the fucking glass ceiling. And I retried. I tried different things. None of them worked. Finally, this thing worked. I'm doing it. I'm still not earning the kind of money I could earn in a peak in teaching, but it doesn't matter. I got stability and I got a vision for the future. That's why I still do 2 jobs, right? And I work hard. Right now I got 3 jobs pretty much. I'm already looking at possible another, business venture with another friend of mine who also happens to be my ex-student. So I form these bonds and these relationships, and these are based on a trust, mutual trust. People understand who I am and how I work, and that I can be trusted. I will not, go kind of back on them, stab them in the back, or anything like this, right? And these are slow, but very, very, for me, serious and big changes, which just roll out. They just need time. It'd be nicer if it was faster. But here, total dead weight, unwilling to change, just complaining about what is. I listened, and, and I give a good ear to somebody who needs to talk for a while. I will give some advice. Listen, why not do this? Yeah, I'll help you even. But if you don't fucking do your bit, I don't want to hear. And they just listen. I listened. How much more do I have to listen to the same shit? I told you what to do. I gave you the best possible advice based on your character. I gave you the best possible advice based on your situation. And we figured out a fantastic way to go forward. Not once, not twice, but maybe even 3 times. The other 2, okay, we, for these reasons, they weren't very good for you maybe, or something else, made it kind of like unrealistic. But here, no, you are just not doing your shit. That, for me, is the essence of the INFJ. Overall, negative. That's it.